Hello, it's your host, Tim Conrad of the Wildfires, Floods, and Chaos Communications podcast. I've just uploaded a video version of our latest episode with the 3 fire chiefs from Nova Scotia to YouTube, where you can subscribe to our video playlist. Find the channel and that episode at communicationspodcast.com. Crowds, Crisis, and Communication, 3 volunteer fire chiefs and 150 years of service has been our most popular audio start yet. Chiefs Reed, Wayne, and Mike have carried the responsibility of the white helmet since the early 1990s and have served for generations as officers at the department as well as members, as it celebrates 150 years of volunteer service this year. We hope you're enjoying the Lunenburg County drawl, which is a dialect that dates back twice as long as the fire department. You can drive 20 minutes from their fire station in any direction and stay in the same county, and you'll find a different dialect, yet it's still the same. Some are so different from each other that members of some communities don't get along because they can't understand each other. I've always found that very entertaining, and you'll find that throughout Nova Scotia. This week, I was all the way over on the Pacific in Vancouver for the International Crisis Management Conference West, where I delivered the presentation Indigenous Engagement and Emergencies, a Settler's Perspective. I'm exceptionally proud of this work over the past few years and was honored to share these enriching experiences. It has been my honor to learn from many First Nations from the Atlantic to the Pacific and to share some of these lessons in Vancouver. You can learn more at crisisconferences.com. My thanks to Rob, Jenny, and Mike for hosting. Upcoming guests on our podcast include an Indigenous emergency manager, a fire chief at a First Nation, a resident and school principal who were evacuated due to a wildfire, a recovery expert, and visits from non-government organizations. Here's a preview of an episode coming up with Robert Cosma of the Indigenous National Government.
Maybe we have to do it this way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, let's sit back and let's look at it through a cultural lens, and does this make sense?
Yeah.
Right? Or even ask an elder, right? Or, it's not hard to pick up the phone and be like, hey, is this the right thing to do? Because they're going to tell you.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a fire out in Batanuni, and I know it's approaching a very cultural sensitive area. Mm-hmm. Can you call your father-in-law and just ask him what should the protocol be before we approach this area? So I called up my father-in-law and I told him what was going on. He said, tell him to bring some tobacco. Tell him to put some tobacco on the ground and just talk. And just be like, hey, I'm here. I'm going to protect you. I'm not here to hurt you. But at the same time, we don't want to see this fire hurt you. So can we please come and protect you? Mm-hmm. And I thought, you know what? That's change.
If you have guest and topic ideas, I expect to hear from you. You can find everything at communicationspodcast.com. Watch for an updated video of our episode with Heather Shtuka featuring new images from their search for her son Ryan. This episode has been watched over 30,000 times on YouTube over the past month. A related episode is episode 16, The Best Way to Work with Family Liaison Officers During Emergencies, featuring search and rescue author Moose Mutlow. If you work with families in any role, this is a great episode. Any support you give to the Wildfires, Floods, and Chaos Communications podcasts results in good karma. I save the bad karma for the bullies and those with crappy ethics and no empathy. Keep sharing and participating. The more you engage, the better the journey becomes. You know how it goes. Hear me later.